Hey, how's it going, everybody? Long time no see. It's been a few years, but the Monster Grow Masters project is back officially. So, and the last time we had pretty much talked about the release of the 2-player starter pack and the sample packs, and that was quite some time ago. I know a lot of people had supported those by purchasing them. So thank you to everybody who is interested in the Monster Grow Masters card game and invested into a 2-player starter set or a sample pack. Thank you so much. That means a whole lot to me. Showing your guys' support shows that you guys are really interested in the project, and it shows that the card game that I'm making has an interest for some other people. But I know every TCG really kind of has to reach that point where it kind of reaches a full release state, which usually includes some sort of base set and booster packs, which I think I'm very happy to say we've reached that point. Monster Grow Masters TCG finally has a base set booster pack, and I have a very special box right here full of the very first booster packs for the Monster Grow Masters set. And we're gonna do a little bit of an opening for you guys today. So as you can see here, the booster box is full of booster packs. It's got 20 of them inside. This is what the packs are looking like. I did already open a single booster pack that came separately outside of the box, so there is still 20 in here. Each of the boxes has a very special, kind of like unique box-only promo, where the box contains 4 packs of randomly selected full art holographic cards. I don't know which packs in the box here contain the holographic cards. I'm pretty sure they all got randomized when they were assembled by GameCrafter. But as you can see, they all look the same. It's not really a way to tell which packs are which. So why don't we just go ahead, give that a bit of a shuffle. Why not? Get a bit of a surprise going for later. See which ones maybe we can pull out. I am super excited. The Monster Grow Masters TCG has been going on these past 2 years, just about non-stop. I know I haven't really been giving a lot of updates and talking about it, but the game never stopped. It just took me quite a long time to get the art together for all of the cards. This base set is rather large and has 130 cards just in this first set, which for a card game is quite a lot. Future sets, I believe I'll probably reduce down to like a much smaller size, maybe about half of that, or like 50, 60 cards, just to kind of speed up the process. I was averaging a little bit, about 1 card about a week, just with everything going on. There's been so many major life changes going on since I started this project 2 years ago in 2021, and I'm super excited that we finally got to this point where we can actually do booster pack openings or have booster boxes, so we can actually do some fun team building outside of the 2-player starter set. So each of the packs inside the booster box has 15 cards. I believe when I first created this order that there was like a guaranteed rally card in the pack, which I pretty much have changed, so that way it's just going to be a random chance to get a rally card instead of a dedicated one. There wasn't too many rally cards at the time, so it just kind of didn't make sense to only have a slot dedicated to just getting like 3 or 4 of those. You'd end up with a lot of duplicates. But on the inside, you are guaranteed to get at least 1 mana card. This is the one on the front here. We get the large citrine crystal for the yellow monsters. It's a really fun card. There's 8 common cards in every pack, 4 uncommons, and 2 rares. So I'm very excited to see what maybe we get out of this one. Ooh, Undying. This was a really nice card art. Really like this one. I'm looking forward to finally getting a physical version of all these cards after working on the artwork for so long. Elven Warrior. I've made a lot of changes to a lot of like the card's text and really unified everything to be more like standard, like terms wise. So if you have supported the game by getting some of these cards through, say, like the 2-player starter set or the sample pack, they may look a little different. No longer doing any first edition variations of these cards. So if you have one of those, congratulations. Those are the very first versions of those cards, and they will not be printed like that ever again. Ooh, and for the rare, we actually got a full art. So this is Odahime. She was one of the monsters that was in the 2-player starter set as a rare, but we actually managed to get the full art version, which I think all of the full art versions came out very, very nice. Man, this is so cool to see in person now. It's gonna be a lot of fun to play. You can slap that into this 2-player starter set even. Let's put all the pulls, all the hits that we got to the side over here. So we got, speaking of 2-player starter set, another blue Oni. So as you can tell, some of the text may have changed. It says levels instead of tiers now. Some of the wording may have changed, but just about all the effects are pretty much the same. So all the old cards are pretty much playable. They haven't been eroded. And what denotes the rarity, down here at the bottom, the 4 stars are the uncommons, the 3 stars are the commons, we have 5 stars for rares, and the 6 stars are for the alternate holographics, or alternate arts. Some of them are holographic. So we got a rare rally card in there. Another Witch's Apprentice. Very cool. That one was in the sample pack, so I'm really excited to get an unlimited release for that. Ooh, an Elven Archer to go along with the Elven Warrior that we got earlier. And here's a rare that we got, the second rare. It's the Ushioni. Ushioni are typically like, kind of like spider bull creatures in Japanese mythology. I kind of changed it to be more like a bovine crab. That kind of works really well because it always lived near waterfronts. Another troll monster. Another monster from the 2-player starter set. Looking beautiful as always. Potion. Enchant weapon. Ooh, and we have a skeleton on the end here. Another really cool card art. A lot of the, like the black monster creatures have a lot of really fun, like, dark fantasy artworks. That was it for the first pack. Got quite a few more to go, actually. Hopefully, maybe we'll run into one of the holographics. I'm excited to see how that turns out. Haven't really gotten any holographic cards from the Game Crafter before, so I'm not sure how the effect looks, how it changes, etc. Oh, nice. So here we have Bicorn. There's another one of the black monster creatures that I really like as well. It's got a really fun effect that plays against other white monsters, kind of like an anti-white monster, whereas like her rival counterpart is Unicorn, who is like an anti-black monster counter. Oh, got Dryad here. Got Fairy. Another really fun card art, very colorful. Firecup was a very cute one. Really liked how that turned out, it was really cute. A lot of really good depth of field effect with the background blur. Here we have an Orc. This was actually the first monster art that I've ever done for the game, was the Orc. Collect, that's a really good pickup. Basically just Pot of Greed if you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Draw 2, or a Bill if you play Pokemon. Meditate, very nice strong card. Kind of like Professor Oak. And we got Zombie here. Another really fun design. I liked kind of like sitting down with each of the monsters and kind of coming up with every single design that I could think of for each of them, trying to make them unique and interesting the best way that I could. Some small liberties, but I tried to take like as much inspiration from like the real creature from historical and like folklore, that sort of stuff. Try to be as accurate and close to, you know, like the legends that could be. We got another large mana crystal. I did kind of mess up with this box particularly. I thought I had everything set up right with the pull rates, but the mana crystals are a little messed up. Pretty much all of these are probably going to have large mana crystals. That's not the way it was supposed to be intended. It was pretty much going to be like a rare chance to get a large crystal, and you're pretty much going to get a small crystal in most of the packs. That is fixed, but it does give me the chance to show off to you guys some of the really fun artwork and card effects for some of the larger crystals. Troll. Again, thank you to anyone who bought a 2-player starter set. Some of these cards you may recognize from that set. We didn't get... What was the second rare in that one? Oh, it was the collect. Yeah, that was a good one. Didn't get any full arts, but hopefully. I did kind of mess up the pull rates on the full arts for this pack as well when I ordered it. Again, that has also since been changed, so it more reflects the more common, like normal artworks, or the ones you're going to get more often, and the full arts are going to be the more rare pulls. But at least for the sake of this one. Ooh, here we go. We have our first holographic. Very cool. On the Elven Paladin. So that one's an alternate full art to the Elven Paladin, one with a nice hollow foil background there. It does make the colors a little lighter than usual, so it is kind of hard to see some of the smaller details. That is a lot of fun to see in a full holographic form. Very, very cool. Oh man, it's going to be a lot of fun taking a look at a lot of these monsters and being able to put them together in decks finally. I know maybe some of you who've been waiting patiently for the booster packs to come out so you could do the same can relate to that feeling. Trust me, there's a lot of really fun monsters in this set, a lot of really cool card effects, make a lot of really fun decks. And this was only a third of the intended base set that I had planned out. There's still another 200 cards or so. Oh, there's a small crystal. That didn't get put into the base set, even though all numerically are all listed together as if they're all part of one large set. So going forward, the set numbers will still kind of relate to these ones. Another orc. Even though they're from other sets, I will still consider it a large expansion of the base set until I get through all about 300 so cards, which may take a while. Not entirely sure how much time I'll dedicate to... Ooh, another full art. There's 2 full arts in that pack. Got Fenrir here. Fenrir was a fun one. Nice fire monster. There's one. But yeah, going forward, not sure how much I'll be dedicating to working on the further expansions. I'm going to make them a little smaller to make it so they can come out a little bit faster. Hopefully that'll help, so that way there's not a large couple-year gap. The artwork is what kind of takes the majority of the time when it comes to this. I have all the cards for the first 300 or so planned out, like I was saying. but getting the artwork done did take me a while. I am the only person working on the game. I am the creator and the lead artist. There's no one else working on the project at the moment. It's just kind of like a fun passion hobby project. Building the game that really I wanted to play. I was really interested in the Pokemon trading card game. That's kind of why I designed the game to be very kind of like similar in rule set and style to the Pokemon trading card game. Just so that way it was more of like a throwback to like the original like Wizards Pokemon game. One that I was more familiar with growing up. Never really kind of stayed playing the game. So it's a much slower kind of version of that, like back in the day where like numbers were a bit smaller, less power creep. But we have been planning out some additional rule sets for the game to have more of like a rush format, where games will go much faster, and instead of like the traditional one-on-one like duels, let's say, it'll be more of like a 4 or 5 monster battle royale, where you and your opponent fight with all of your monsters at the same time. Looking forward to testing out that rule set. I think that one has a lot of promise. That one could be a lot of fun to play, help speed up games a little bit, and also kind of give the game its own unique format that'll like give it its own identity a little bit more, to set it apart from the Pokemon game. The game already has a couple different changes that make it different than the Pokemon game. Ooh, nice rare card there, Lightning Sage. It plays with 2 separate resource decks that you can draw from each turn. So you can draw your mana crystals, or you can draw from your main deck each turn. It has a shield system instead of a prize card system. Hot Spring there, it's a fun card. Some small changes like monsters in your party, your bench area, have healing each turn. Another rally card. Etc. There's going to be some monsters that will have branching level up paths. So usually in Pokemon, if you say have like a Bulbasaur, that Bulbasaur will always kind of like grow into a Venusaur. Whereas in Monster Girl game, while not at the moment, there are monsters that are planned to have branching paths where you can start with a specific monster and then end up with a completely different tier 3 depending on how you want to build your deck around that monster. Kraken is definitely one of my favorites. Hopefully we can get a full art of that one. It's a rare. Some arena cards. Also talking about party healing, that one relates to that one as well. Some of the dragon cards are a lot of fun. I like to build a dragon deck at some point. Another rare at the top. Yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy the artwork as well. Definitely one of my favorite aspects of the game is just how fun the game can get with like the variety of different monsters. Had a lot of fun designing each of the characters, drawing them out, giving them as much personality as I can. Like this one here with the Archdevil, full of rage and anger. All-Star, another one of my favorites. I am also considering for like future expansions. Like right now, the game is pretty much kind of set in more of like a high fantasy kind of setting, more of like a medieval, like back in the past kind of setting. But I'm actually really looking forward to going into more of a futuristic and like modern setting as well. So monsters kind of living their daily lives as if they were like you know, just normal human beings like us in modern society with technology, cell phones, cars, that sort of thing. And then also futuristic ones as well, like cyberpunk and all that outer space technology as well. Just to kind of give the whole monster fantasy kind of like a little bit of variety. Elven Archer to top it off. Both the booster packs and the booster boxes are available for purchase now as well. If you just wanted to get a single pack or a couple of packs, you could do so. Or if you wanted to do like I'm doing here, open up a whole box, seeing what you get. Both are available for purchase. The booster packs, I believe, are running pretty close to like $6, and the boxes themselves are about $150. I do think the box is much better value, just because you also get the exclusive 4 packs that also include the holographics inside that you can't get from just buying the singles. And with a set this large, usually getting a nice bulk in the box. There's a little Dragonute. She's on the cover of all the packs. What a cutie. But yeah, with like the size of the set, getting a box like this really helps you build up some bulk for multiple copies and getting a play set of like specific monsters and increasing your chances of pulling the rare ones that you're looking for. Ooh, here's a fun one. I'm gonna cover this up a little bit, just as there's nothing really exposed, but you know, definitely enough cleavage to kind of flag a sensor maybe. But the full art dragon card, was really looking forward to maybe pulling this one. The artwork for this is really, really nice. I really like how it turned out. A little bit of a peek there. YouTube, please don't fire me. We're going to set her aside. Maybe not face up, but yeah, she's definitely like one of the big promotions for the box. The first set is the Dragonute and the Dragon card. Originally in my introductory video, I did talk about potentially having alternate like nude cards. That has changed. The game will not include any nudity, no profanity, no intercourse, none of that. It's already kind of at a 18+ rating just for like the theming. As you can tell from some of the monsters have much larger chests than others. That I don't really think it's necessary to kind of go all the way and do full nudity. The cards are plenty attractive looking as they are, and I think the full arts really kind of sell the appeal of trying to get some of these more appealing monsters. Nice. Definitely a lot of Witch Apprentice. Good thing we pulled the lightning stage earlier. We have a way to work our way up to that. We have the slime. Another really fun art. Really cute design. Love slime girls. One of the next couple sets is actually the slime expansion, where it has the slimes of all the different colors. So definitely look forward to that if you are a slime enthusiast. See a rare on the front here. Even with the little tab on the top, some of these packs are a little harder to get open. Plastic's nice, thick plastic. Keeps them nice and protected. Really should have got card sleeves for these. Here's Treant. I think this is going to be a really nice, fun, rare card to get. Has a really strong skill with the ability to just keep attaching mana during your turn, whereas normally you can only put 1 mana on your monster at a time. But Treant has the ability to put multiple down per turn. As we kind of go through some of these duplicates, I'll try and speed it up a little bit. It's the Zircon Crystal. This got not only a text change, this also got an artwork change. So if you have one of the very few sets that exist, this card's completely different. So shout out to maybe the 2 or 3 people who have the first version of that card. Oh, Troll. Really like Troll. I love that she's more body positive. She's very confident in her larger body. And we love bodies of all shapes and sizes, from little tiny all the way up to the larger plus sizes. Another Bicorn. Nice pickup. Ooh, Arachnin. It's a really nice common. Haven't gotten that one yet, actually. Cursed Sword. Man, this is so nice being able to see all these cards in their physical form. I've been working on these for so long that all I've really ever known is the digital versions on the computer, as I've been working on them. But it's gonna be so much more fun actually playing with these cards at events, my local game store. Some of my friends are really looking forward to getting their physical decks built as well. We messed around a lot with some testing decks. Some of them were not using official artwork, just kind of text variants. And we came together with some really fun stuff. Can't wait to see what everyone else comes up with. Ruby Crystal is really nice. There's that girl. Ah, haven't seen this one yet. Fairy Evolution. A lot of different folklore inspirations. Everything from Irish to Spanish, Japanese. Definitely a lot of Japanese. There's Greco-Roman. All sorts of stuff. There's Shioni. Nice pickup. Triad. If there's a particular monster that you're very fond of, and you're like, oh man, can't believe you didn't include a mermaid in your set, something like that, don't worry. There's definitely a whole lot more monsters that are planned for future expansions. Things like mermaids are definitely in the game, trust me. It's just gonna be a bit longer. Hopefully you look forward to some of those future sets that may include it. Actually seeing a couple of cards that we haven't pulled quite just yet. A couple that we have maybe a full play set of already. Nice. These little tabs only really get the corner off. I wonder if just trying to pull open the back part would be any easier. That'll work pretty well. Ooh, I see one of my favorite artworks. One of my favorite characters. We got Archdevil. First pull of her. A little cheeky artwork there. Definitely a really fun red card. Ooh, we got our first Bunyip. This one I think has gotten a little bit of a slight wording change since the 2-player starter set, but functions pretty much identically. So the rally cards, like this one here, if maybe you're not quite sure what that is, those are kind of like the shields for the shield system. Ooh, we have a full art Kraken here. Very nice. Really like this one. Again, no exposed nipple, genitalia, anything like that. Those are bubbles. A little bit of a crazy in love kind of character. Definitely one of my favorites. Really strong card too. Really glad we got that alt art. Minotaur, definitely one of my favorite monster arts. Yeah, the rally cards act as the shield system, or kind of similar to prize cards from Pokemon. Pokemon usually will have whoever is doing the knocking out of the opponent's creature to play and collect a prize card, whereas in Monster Go Masters, if you lose a monster, that's when you play the rally card. It's kind of like a comeback mechanic to kind of help keep you in the game, kind of help keep things moving a little bit faster, and to not really reward someone who's already kind of like in a more advantageous position. So a couple people did kind of get this one confused. This is a kelp creature, not a kelpie. A kelpie is actually a monster, but it is kind of like a separate monster. Kelpies are actually kind of like shape-shifting water horses, which are also kind of planned for the game as well, later down the line. But it is kind of interesting that most people kind of just assume water creature that has to do with kelp and plants is a kelpie. It's not the case, actually. You get to learn a lot of like really fun things about monsters and folklore when making this game. Here we have Titanium. Really good fairy card. 5-star. Has a really, really nice alt art. Very large glowing one. We've got some mermaids in the Mermaid Cove. Fun things like Smite to deal non-monster damage. Ooh, we have another full art as well. So we have Hellkite here. Also, again, nothing is exposed down here. It's all just cleavage, but it's covered up anyway. Another really fun card. This was the last card I finished actually for the set. See, that went down. A lot of the dragon monsters. A lot of really cool, fun art. And really nice play styles. Which print is? A few zombie cards. Haven't pulled the level 3 for zombie yet. I did get cool the level 2. The level 3 white. I have not seen yet. Here's a fun one. Artwork for Nightmare. Really cute. Little centaur girl. A big scythe. Love it. Super cute. Scylla. Another one of those cards where if you had one of the first sets that released for her, different artwork, showing a little bit more of her cheeky side, you know what I mean? So, shout out to maybe like the 2 people who have that variation. And just a little Phoenix comment at the end there. I don't really think there's any sort of like system that the Game Crafter does when organizing the order for like the rarities in the packs. I think they kind of just print everything all at the same time and then just put it all in at the same time. But I have noticed some of the rares are like right there in the front, and sometimes they're in backwards. So I think there's a bit of randomness to it. It's not like a rare is always going to be at the back kind of a deal. Just rare mana card there. I did get enough cards to play the dragon line here. This is level 2 for the dragons. The elementals will be a fun archetype to mess around with in the future. Don't really have a whole lot of them in this set, but there is at least an elemental planned for each of the different color archetypes. Oh, it's the first battle axe. Rare. Oh, we have All Mirage as well. Also, as like an aside, I've been doing special like full art promo cards for like the Chinese Zodiac. 2023 was Year of the Rabbit, and All Mirage was the one featured for the Year of the Rabbit card. Those are still in the mail. Haven't received the prints for those ones yet, but very excited, looking forward to that. Last year was Year of the Tiger, and the year before that, when I first started the game, was the Year of the Ox. So those both got Zodiac cards. Each of them are kind of like summer Matsuri themed, like summer festivals. So everyone's wearing like kimonos and there's fireworks. Really fun cards. Can't wait for the new one to come in, even though I actually had a bit of an error that I really should have seen before I sent it off to print. I did look at the thing like 100 times, making sure everything was looking good. Said yet, sent it right off to the print. They even messaged me back saying like, hey, are you sure everything's fine, looking good? I was like, yep, looking fine, looking good. And then when I was looking at it after that, I was like, oh, wait a minute. It is not fine, looking good. I did miss something. But, oh well. Only 100 of those cards are ever going to exist. Kind of reaching the point where we are pulling a bit of duplicates for some of these. Which isn't too bad. You can have up to 4 cards in a deck at once for some of these cards, or for all of the cards, except for the large crystals. Oh, here's the first Wakanaka. Bit of a spider creature there. A little bit of Dark Souls inspiration. First pull of her. That's pretty nice. But yeah, you can have up to 4 cards of any name in your deck, kind of similar to Pokemon. I think Magic also maybe has the 4 monster limit as well. Oh, we got another. This is a new mana crystal. Haven't gotten this large one yet. Silver crystal. Very nice. Can't be not disattached, but cannot be removed. That's the word. By your opponent. Or even yourself as well, if you chose to do that. Got another slime in the end. More slime girls. Getting a nice, sizable stack of cards here. Yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you're planning on getting any of these yourself, if you're looking forward to maybe anything that the game might offer in the future, or if maybe you disapprove. I take all comments into consideration. Here's the Hellkite regular artwork. We did pull the alternate full art as well earlier. This is what it looks like normally. Still a really fun card. It's a lightning. Actually, it's spray. Put that inside. Hey, more slimes. Drake's actually a level 1 for the Hellkite, so we actually could play that in a deck. Be nice. Medusa. Here's a really fun rare card that we haven't pulled yet. Really liked this design. Instead of going with like a ton of little snakes, went with more of the few larger snakes, almost like larger arms or appendages. Really like how this one came out. This one was really cool. I'm excited to get that one physically. Meditate, another really strong card. A couple of devils. Oh, we got another ruby crystal. This is really good for the red monsters synergy. A lot of the red monsters want to destroy or detach mana from themselves. So the ruby crystal kind of gives them more advantage when discarding and detaching that. We've got our first mimic, the Char mimic. Actually really hoping that we get the level 2, the rare monster, the chest mimic. That one's definitely one of my favorite artworks for sure. Both the normal art and the full art. That'd be a really fun deck to put together because the mimics have more of a defensive play style, where anything damaging them, they put damage back just from taking damage. So if you build the deck up appropriately, you can really do a lot of really good passive damage. And we got the rare right there in the front. Memorization, my strong card. Right there. Always happy to see a lot of the rare spells and duplicate copies. Basilisk. This is nice. This is the level 1 to Medusa. So we got a playable set for that. Yeah, not necessarily a full set, but you can definitely put that in a deck now. A small crystal on this one. So it does look like this one didn't have the dedicated rally card in it, which is good. I don't think the rally card slot was needed. Oh, we have Treant, the holographic. Very nice. This is a really good card to get in the alternate holographic. I think this is our second one? Second holographic, I think. Yeah, very strong monster. Very good effect. Really fun full art. Definitely glad we got that in holographic form. Very, very cool. Hopefully we can see more coming up. I do think that's our second one, so I think there is 2 more left to find. So it is nice that with the box at least you guarantee at least 4 full arts and more. Difficult to find rarity of full art as well. Definitely think the box is really fun for that. Each of the packs in here has the chance to pull a full art. You could actually pull 2 full arts in one pack, actually. I think we did that earlier. We had the holographic and the full art. Oh, there we go. There's the holographic. So we get the holographic full art for Hellkite. Definitely a really cool card to have holographic. Looks really, really nice. Again, nothing exposed, but definitely some shapes that the algorithm doesn't like. Ooh, here's a card that got a complete facelift. This was the Miracle Rally card. Had a different look to it in the starter set. Wasn't really the biggest fan of it. Went back and changed it. So I definitely really like this version now. But also, if you have a 2-player starter set already at this point before this video came out, congratulations. You also have a different artwork for that card that probably won't be printed anymore. Here, the Ruby Crystal. Each of the different colors have different types of play styles usually within them. So it's gonna be a lot of fun taking a look at some of the, like the gray monsters, brown monsters. Even the black and white monsters have a lot of really fun effects. So many fun, cool decks that you can build around different types of monster effects. Also, if you do plan on getting a box or do some pulls with the cards, let me know down below what you got. What types of like good pulls you've got. So we got about 5 left. It's not too bad. I think maybe there's one more holographic in there somewhere. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. We do have a Discord that's been mostly quiet. Just kind of some people who've found the game already and are interested in kind of following the page. But if you guys like, I'll link the Discord in the description. Ooh, here we go. There's the last holographic. Yeah, Naka, spider monster from earlier. Definitely the holographic makes it a lot lighter in the colors. Some of the harder to see details like the nose and stuff don't really show up as much, but Very cool monster. I was kind of hoping to see maybe the chest mimic in that slot, but who knows, maybe we'll still pull it as the second rare in the pack. But yeah, the Discord I'll make available for everybody. If you want to come by, say hi, check it out, discuss any sort of things you're looking forward to, any sort of deck building stuff that you're looking forward to doing. Or maybe just post some memes. Or maybe even some fan work. I'd love to see if you guys like the characters. See if maybe you guys want to do your own fan arts of these characters. I'd love to see that. It would mean much to me. Oh, there we go. We pulled the taunt, and then the card that was on the taunt was the bunny girl. Definitely more modern age monster compared to some of the other ones in the set already, but really fun. Got the Hellkite rare. More zombies. Zombies and skeletons, oh my. Yeah, definitely a very fun variety of cards. Everything from little tiny fairies to dragons to water elementals, you name it. Definitely have a lot of really fun monsters planned in the future as well. So definitely stay tuned. Griffin. I kind of glossed over this one earlier. This was another rare we pulled. There we go. We got another bunny girl. It was the only two we're probably going to end up pulling, but yeah, we'll see. Each pack is randomized to have, you know, different cards, but also so that way there's no duplicates. So you won't pull two of the same card in the same pack. But I do think you do have the ability to pull the regular art and the full art from the same pack, which would be very lucky, but it's totally possible. Okay. Let's try and speed up. We're definitely hitting a lot of the duplicates for the commons here. A duplicate citrine crystal. That was one of our first pulls. Very first card, I think. More copies. And more. Final 3 packs now. Definitely speeding up. And we don't really have the holographics to look forward to anymore, but could still potentially get some alternate arts out of here. Really hoping maybe we find some of the rares from the set that we haven't pulled yet. We pulled that rare already, Battle Axe. It's not too bad. Good damage increaser. Feel free to go back and slow the video down or anything. Pause it if you wanted to take a closer look at any of the cards or the text. You got another full art out of Hime. Very, very cool. Definitely a very nice card. Don't mind getting that in the full art, not one bit. Actually, I'll take all of the full arts. I do think the artwork came out really, really well for all of them. Very excited to finally get them. Definitely looks a lot different compared to like a normal artwork card where you only have the border there. It's kind of have the artwork where these ones really feel like they have a lot of depth and they come right out the card. Oh, I think that's the first ward card we pulled. It's the level 1 for the Fenrir card. See all the way here in the bottom couple packs, we're still getting some new stuff. And Mermaid Cove. Alright, final 2. Can we pull some of the big girls? a while since I've done some big pack openings, especially like this quantity. Feels so good. Another good rare card. All the rare spells, definitely really good to have multiple copies of. Speaking of which, there's another really good rare spell card. Oh, here we go. Another full art. You have Ushioni this time. The bull crab monster. Definitely really like this one. Very fun evolution line, or level tier. Goes through Minotaur and the Whole Star. Both very, very cool cards. Very fun art. And I'm just gonna try and speed through some of these duplicates that we've been getting quite a few of. There aren't too many different arena cards in the set, so that's why we've been getting a lot of duplicate arenas, but each set will have a couple different ones to kind of expand on. Alright, the final pack. Ugh. Hate to rip into these so hard, but definitely make them really tough. Looks like we got the rare right off the front there. Another Hellkite peeking through the pack. What are we gonna get on this final one? Definitely a really fun pickup. Hopefully maybe we'll get a full art as well. Keep my fingers crossed. Oh, we have Echidna. So she's the other rare. So we didn't get a full art, but Echidna is one that we haven't picked up yet. A really nice card from the Lamia line of levels. Definitely really good mana removal card. Put in the rare pile there. And the rest are just going to be commons and uncommons that we probably have already seen. Another emerald crystal, nice. All of the large crystals are definitely really good to get in multiple quantities for sure. And Hot Spring to end it off. So there is a couple spell cards that have full arts as well. The Hot Spring card and the Banish card both have full art alternate variants as well. I don't think we pulled the Banish card at all, but it's definitely one that you want to keep an eye out for if you're also pulling packs. But that was pretty much it. This was our stack of rares here. It's a pretty decent sized stack for rares compared to the absolute mountain of commons and uncommons that we got. It's not too shabby. That doesn't even include the 6-star stack that we have here. So that was pretty good size as well. Overall, I think that was a really good pull for the box. Definitely pleased with that. All the mana cards we have here as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Definitely looking forward to the future of the game now that it's in more of like a full release state. I have a lot of plans for the future, so I hope you guys also enjoy and stick around and help support the game. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of the packs and the boxes. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon.